Okay. I knew nothing about pregnancy loss before I experienced it. So it was a real shock after I had a loss when I started hearing people's stories coming out of the woodwork. Oh, you had a loss? Oh, you had a loss also? Oh, this is really common. This is something that's very taboo that we don't talk about. Just being shocked that here was an experience that was not only I had experienced and gone through, but so many others had, and the significance of it. So I knew nothing ahead of time. I will say that there were some really beautiful elements and really significant aspects of that experience for me that now looking back, even though it was a difficult experience, I would not have changed. One was, in my particular experience, was a pregnancy that wasn't expected or planned. And so that particular pregnancy, I was evaluating whether or not to keep the pregnancy before I miscarried, and I had come to the conclusion that I was going to keep the pregnancy. But in that period of time where I was sort of questioning, I was working with a really amazing therapist. And she said to me, you know, regardless of whether or not you choose to go forward with this pregnancy or not, you now know both the grief and the joy of motherhood. And when she said that to me, I felt like I had been, regardless of what happened next, that I had been initiated as a mother. So carrying those words of wisdom, several weeks later when I then miscarried, I was carrying those words of wisdom. I was carrying those words from a wise one, that I had been through the initiation process, and that in fact, this initiation into motherhood was not going to result in a live baby, that this initiation process was going to be birthing death, was going to be working with blood, was going to be working with my body, and very much a labor process. And in retrospect now as a doula, really seeing what kind of support is needed for somebody who's going through the experience of loss that I didn't have at the moment.